Well, good afternoon, everybody. Appears to be the bewitching hour, so we can go ahead and get it started here. I know they were having some meetings across the street, so I don't think that we're getting started without anybody that we're not supposed to. But I would like to welcome everybody for our badge pinning ceremony today, and welcome everybody for coming in. Appreciate you taking time out of your day to get over here. And with that, I'll tell you what, I will start with Amber today. So if you would, Amber, why don't you go ahead and step on up here and lay. Since we have. So Amber comes to us, and she was here a long time ago. She was a cadet for us for a number of years. She did a phenomenal job. I'm so glad that she came back to us. I appreciate everything that she did in her past time here, so I know that we're going to have some great things with her. With that, I see City Manager Steve Schwabauer just stepped in, so thank you, Steve, for taking your time. A little bit about Amber. Amber grew up in Lodi and graduated from Tokay High in 2005. She later attended Delta College, focusing on administration of justice studies. Her first job was with Les Schwab at the Tire Center, working sales and service. She spent much of her time doing the grunt work in the bays with all the boys. Went over there, saw her several times, working hard. Amber's dream since junior high was to work for the Lodi Police Department. She began working toward that goal when she was a cadet, as I said earlier, in 2005. Her ultimate goal was to be a police officer here, but God had a different plan for her. She married her husband, Aaron, and immediately started their family. Each time she tried to take the post-academy test, she found out she was pregnant, so it made it a little bit more difficult. Amber and her husband have two boys, Spencer and Samuel. Spencer is 8 and Samuel is 5. She was a stay-at-home mom for 6 years, but started to get the itch to come back to work. She came back part-time. That's when she took her passion for exercise and a healthy lifestyle to the next level, and became a group exercise instructor for Twin Arbors Athletic Club, which she continues to do today. Over the last decade, she never lost sight of working for the police department here in Lodi, and working part-time as a parking enforcement officer allows her to continue teaching the group exercise, to be the hardest job, to be a mom to her boys, and a wife to her husband. In her spare time, she enjoys spending time with her family and friends in the outdoors. She loves to hike and is hoping to get accepted to hike Half Dome this summer. I did it last summer. It wasn't too bad, Amber. I was a little bored that day, so I went ahead and tried it out. Nobody's believing me, Amber. I'm disappointed. But I will tell you, I thoroughly enjoyed when you were here before. You did great work for us. I'm excited that you're back for us. Everybody loves the downtown parking issues, so we appreciate you tackling that. And it's my pleasure to present you the parking enforcement badge. Amber's boys, Spencer and Samuel, and her husband, Aaron, will be pinning her badge on today.
All right, let's start with Samuel here.
That's cool. He's coming at you.
It's gonna be a few minutes.
It's okay. That's okay. It's all good.
Not too hard with it.
Congratulations. What was the back page you said you were going to do for him? If you'd like to say anything to him.
It's just an honor to be here. It's an honor to work for the department. Like he said, it's been a long time dream of mine, and I look forward to what the future has in store.
Thank you, Amber. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. Tonya, please come by. I had a special request that would like to speak about Tonya, so Ms. Linda Hansen, she threatened me, so I was afraid to bring her up.
I know. And after we hike half dome together, I get certain privileges. Okay, I was at the base.
You know,
I was driving over here, and I thought I've known Tonya and her family for a really long time. Probably around the time I worked here, which was in the 80s. I left in 1989, so I know you're part of a great department. But let me tell you, this is the first uniform I've seen her in. I was at the Sacramento airport a few years back. Quite a few, huh? And I think Larry and I were flying to Hawaii. And this young lady was in fatigues with a group of soldiers because she was flying off to war. And I was incredibly proud of you then, and I'm incredibly proud of you now. And I'm grateful to be your friend. You will be well served by Tonya. I have known her for many years, and she is my one who was a soldier. So our community is very lucky to have you.
Probably one of the most difficult things we have here. We have dispatch. We have a number of things that really are extremely difficult, and many times, you know, we struggle to keep them filled. And sometimes we have to take people. You know, we've had to take sometimes Elisa from records, have her go to traffic to help train. So this is somewhere we always rob from, and I apologize for that. And heaven forbid, Mary Valencia is going to be leaving us here shortly. We're all heartbroken over that. We may not let her leave. She thinks she is, but we may just hide her somewhere. But I can't thank you enough, Tonya, for coming over. I've gotten so many calls and emails from everybody over at the city. I'm a little concerned. I see some more coming in, trying to snag you and run you back over there. So I'm going to have Elias and them tackle these guys and take them out of here. So just very quickly about Tonya. Tonya was born and raised in Lodi and graduated from Lodi High School. After high school, she worked in Alaska on a processing barge for 2 seasons. This is where she met her husband, Justin, who was a deckhand. After her time in Alaska, she enlisted in the U.S. Army, where she spent 4 years as an intel analyst. During her enlistment, she was deployed to Iraq on 2 different occasions. After being honorably discharged, she moved to Oakland, where she earned her AA degree. She then moved back to Lodi and attended Sacramento State, where she earned her bachelor's degree in government. She has many ties to the Lodi community. Her father retired from General Mills, and her mother worked for the Wine Country Care Center. Tonya began her career with the city of Lodi in 2014, where she worked part-time in public works, and then with community development before joining Lodi Police Department. She's excited to be back into the Lodi community. She just bought her first home last year, and she is here to stay. It is my pleasure to present you with your Records Clerk badge, and Julietta, Tonya's mother, will be pinning her badge today. It's your mom. You gotta let her kiss you. Thank you, Tonya, for coming over. We appreciate it.
I just wanted to thank everyone for coming out here. You got me all emotional.
I know.
No, since I started Public Works, everyone made me feel so welcome, and that's another reason why I'm going to stay in Lodi, not just because I bought a house, but just from all the connections I've made in the city, and you've all shown me how to care for the community in everything that you do, no matter what department you're in. And I want to thank Lodi PD for taking me in, and I'm happy to live in a community where I can see light bulbs, blue light bulbs, all around the city in support of us. So, thank you.
Well, you know, again, I'd be remiss without saying thank you for your service, especially 2 tours over. That's very impressive. Did Linda buy anything nice at the airport?
No, in fact, when she came back from Iraq, she cited me. I had watered on the wrong day, and she gave me a citation.
Welcome back from your vacation.
Yeah, I went to the Middle East. You went to Hawaii. Here you go.
That's you know, the city manager was cited by Ryan Holtz, so I guess
It happens.
we understand Steve.
They have a
You know,
job to
come
do.
forward. By saying that. That's good. Thanks for the Cinnabon. Here's a ticket.
Yeah.
You know, I've climbed Half Dome 5 times, and I tell you, if you were in front of me on that cable, I wouldn't have done it.
You'll know it holds.
You know, I'm so proud of Lodi PD. I've had so many opportunities to work with the officers here. Just this last week, just some absolutely phenomenal arrests. You guys are joining a great department, and I know you're going to be joined by a lot of people who will put a lot of energy into make sure you have the resources that you need to do the same job that this department does every day. So welcome to Lodi PD. And if you ever need anything from me, I'm just Steve. I'm not Sir. Get him to stop calling me Sir. He's the same age as me. Actually, you're a little older.
My dad hits me.
Yeah. So my door's always open, and we want to make sure we do everything to support you in doing your job, just like we try to do for all of our officers. So welcome to Lodi PD. If you need anything, I'm Steve. All right.
You know, just briefly, that is one thing that we talk about here. There's 103, 105 people here, and we talk about being family. And we spend a lot more time here than we do at home sometimes. And it's just awesome to see other members of the city, you know, the fire chief, I saw him cruise in here somewhere. And we talk about the city, and they always go the extra mile to make things right and to give the best customer service that we can. And I greatly appreciate that. And, you know, thank all of you that help us at the police department do what we do, because we wouldn't be able to get things done. I will tell you that right now. And there is some incredible things that are being done by our officers and the employees here at this department. I'm truly honored to just be among them, and I appreciate that. So with that, I would like to thank Heather for setting everything up, get everything, especially my fan, my favorite part. And I would also like to thank Pat Freeman, Lynn Hargis, and Mary Eggers for setting up the refreshments. As you see, Lieutenant Martinez is ready to pounce on those, so please hurry. Don't take too many pictures. He's ready. But again, thank you all for taking time out to come and wish them well in their new profession. And we greatly appreciate everybody coming down, so thank you and have a great day.